Assassin's Creed IV Black Flag is the first time in the series that the modern-day portion of the game doesn't follow the story of Desmond Miles. Instead, we'll be playing as an employee of Abstergo Entertainment, the entertainment arm of the Machiavellian Templar organization. So how does the Animus work now that we're using it as someone without a DNA link to the assassin we're playing as? We asked Assassin's Creed IV lead writer Darby McDevitt to shed some light on exactly what's going on with the Animus and with Abstergo.
So at the end of AC3, when you finished the game and the credits rolled, there's a couple voices you heard, and they would talk about setting these pivots. If you were one of the few people that went and did all the pivots and found them all, you were rewarded with a little Easter egg that talked about a guy. It was a voice, and it was unclear where he was from, but they talked about syncing Desmond's DNA to the cloud.
Holy crap. We did it. It's done. His data's uploading to the cloud.
And what that is that Abstergo as a company now, and as a subsidiary, Abstergo Entertainment, has access to this. Abstergo has now created a cloud database for all their companies to now enter into, where they've created what they call I called Animus Omega, where now you can go into somebody else's sequenced DNA so long as they've actually properly sequenced it. And of course they've had Desmond's DNA for a year now, because we're a year past the events of AC3, and now they've slowly been sequencing Desmond's DNA for the use of all Abstergo employees to dive into. And as you are an Abstergo researcher, you and a couple of your colleagues or whatever, we imagine that everyone playing is somewhere in Abstergo offices, all researching Edward Kenway at the same time. They get to pull out these memories for use in some sort of entertainment product in the future. I also have, in the present day, I wrote this 35-40-minute radio drama that tells the story of the origins of this, what we call surrogate genetic memory data. So if you do all your research, you get to hear this little drama that gives you some background about how you are now able to go into somebody else's memories. You know, I'm of the opinion, and the other writers may disagree with me, but I'm of the opinion that the main story of an Assassin's Creed game should open up a lot of mysteries, but that by exploring the entire game, you should be able to answer a lot of them too, so to reward people. And I think some of the Assassin's Creed games opened up mysteries with the main path, and then the deeper you got, you just opened more mysteries. You know, so that by the end of it, it was this frayed rope where you just were losing your mind. As the lead writer, I approached this game with a slightly different approach. So if you find everything in the game, you'll actually answer a lot of questions that are raised in the main path. And there are a lot of weird ones in the main path. So I want to reward the diligent ones.
So Abstergo Industries has branched out into Abstergo Entertainment, but what exactly do they hope to produce from poking around through history? Darby explains.
Well, they're just, Abstergo is run by Templars, but most of the people that work at Abstergo Entertainment are just, employees. They just want a job. They want to work at a fun entertainment company. Their job is basically to research historical content and turn it into entertainment products, movies, games, television shows, music, whatever they could. Conceivably they could use the Animus to go back, listen to a band playing an authentic folk song at the time, record it, and then release an album and call it Authentic Folk Songs from the 18th Century, performed by 18th century people. That's the kind of thing that this Animus technology would allow them to do. You will, over the course of the present day story, you will interact with your co-workers, your bosses, and you will get kind of hints about what they would like to do with the data that you're mining, and then you get intrusions from Abstergo Industries. You'll hear that the bosses above the bosses, they have other ideas about what they want done with that data. So that's kind of the basis of the story in the present day. It's very light in the main path, but it's got a tremendous amount of content if you choose to look for it.
One of the other interesting things about Abstergo Entertainment is that they release their games in partnership with Ubisoft, as in the real-life company that publishes Assassin's Creed, in real life. So what's going on? Does that mean that Ubisoft are all secretly Templars?
There might be a few Templars at Ubisoft. I have no idea. They're well hidden. But yeah, we use this opportunity to have poke some good fun at just the entertainment, the software industry, the game industry in general. But also because Assassin's Creed Liberation was presented as created by Abstergo Entertainment in partnership with Ubisoft, because Ubisoft releases the game. And so the beginning of our game, when you boot it up, it says Ubisoft, and then Abstergo Entertainment. You know, it's like we've created this fictional company, and if you listen to some dialogue, I hope they kept it in there. One guy is like on a phone, and you know, just ambient conversation in the office. He's like, "How much does it cost to take a cab to 5505 Saint Laurent Boulevard," which is the address of Ubisoft. So we play at this idea that, you know, Abstergo Entertainment gets this historical data, and then they partner with Ubisoft to create a video game.
So when Ubisoft takes over the planet with their Templar New World Order, no one can say we didn't see it coming. For more on Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, hit the link on screen now to find out where the Kenways fit into Desmond's family tree, where the idea to do a game about pirates came from, and whether the Assassin's Creed team pay attention to fan speculation about where the series will be headed next. Oh, and who would win in a fight between Altair, Ezio and Edward, of course. Thanks for watching.